Your 2021 homecoming queen is...
What's up, guys? It's your girl, J to J, in the cut, and I hope you're having a wonderful Friday, because it's not gonna be Wednesday when I upload this.
I wanted it the hard way. No, it ain't been easy. Fighting so hard for your love.
Just to give a disclaimer, I'm not trying to brag and be like, oh my god, I won homecoming queen. Like, I'm not trying to do all that. I honestly just want to give campaign strategies and let people know the tea, because I worked really hard for this. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the application process. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is not for the lazy. It's not like high school where you just nominate somebody. Like, you have to apply. You're gonna need a letter of recommendation. Don't be extra like me. I literally got 3 different teachers to write me letters of recommendations, and then they emailed me and was like, you have to pick one because we only need one for you. So which one do you want to use? And I was like, crap, I don't know who wrote the best recommendation. So shout out to those teachers who actually did write me letter of recommendations, even though 2 of them weren't used. Sorry, but I will never reveal which teachers weren't used, because I don't want anybody to feel like their hard work was in vain, even though for 2 instructors it was. So they asked us for a letter of recommendation, a headshot. The reason why they asked for the headshot is because they asked us a question, what does it mean to be a bobcat, or something along those lines? And you had to answer it in 50 words. I answered it in exactly 50 words. I'm so extra. If you were chosen to be a part of the candidates who get to participate in voting, then they put your headshot and then what you said in 50 words or less under your picture. They also asked us to write an essay. So I wrote a 2-3 page essay. They asked for my resume. They asked me short answer questions, and those short answer questions were on the application. So yeah, that's pretty much all I had to do application wise. If I'm forgetting something, oops, but that's all I remember. So basically what they told us is that they're gonna choose a pool of random faculty members, students, I think graduate students or alumni, I'm not sure, or maybe both. And so this pool of people basically get to narrow everybody who applied down to participate in the voting process. Based off the information that you provide on your application and everything else you submitted, those pool of people basically choose if you represent homecoming royalty the best, or who they think represents royalty the best. So they narrow it down, and they basically narrowed it down to 8 girls. But I know for a fact that if you're chosen, you got an email. And they told us that they're going to display our headshot, the 50 words that we said about being a bobcat, and they basically gave us all the details about campaigning and everything. Out of these 8 girls, they basically told us that only 4 of us are going to be finalists for homecoming royalty. I don't really know how many guys applied, because also in that email we were told that 2 guys, Kyle and I don't want to say his name wrong, we're going to call him M, we're automatically going to advance to the finalist round. I don't know if it's because of the lack of guys who applied. I just know that they were automatically going to be finalists. I mean, and it makes sense, because if they would have just only chose one guy, it would automatically show that he's going to be king. So it needs to be some suspense, I guess, you know? Oh, this is what drove me crazy, the approval for the posters. So I thought that we just had to go to the desk at LBJ and just get approval from the people that our posters look good and we can post it everywhere. No, every single one of your posters had to be stamped, or they will be taken down and you could be disqualified. And also, I didn't know this, but there's restrictions to where you can place the posters at. 99.9% of my posters were torn down. At first, I just thought it was people who were bitter and just didn't want to see me win tearing them down, which I think some of it was. But also, I know for a fact that at LBJ, a lot of my posters were removed, is because you can only put them on bulletin boards, as if people actually read the bulletin boards. Some people may, but I would rather put it in areas that are way more likely to be looked at. So let's get to voting, you guys. So let me tell y'all about my experience campaigning. It was a roller coaster. First of all, I have a lot going on outside of school. I'm an actress, I'm a singer, I'm constantly performing, I'm constantly filming for different things, constantly auditioning 24/7. I had a ton of classes. I was taking 18 hours last semester. So trying to balance all that and trying to find time to campaign, and I also worked. So That's just think about that for a moment, about when I would actually have time to do this. It was hard because at a certain time at night, the application for voting would close. So I had between the times, I think it was like 7 to like, I want to say 7 to like 7, maybe 7, 8. I don't remember. Me and my best friend spent 4 hours trying to hang up posters everywhere, only for most of them, again, to get torn down. So that was fun. So just to give you an idea of what I was thinking, my campaign strategy was posting on media, which I was like, everybody else is going to do that. So I was like, posters. I was like, everybody else is probably going to do that. But I was also like face-to-face campaigning. And I know Ms. Rona was going around, but I had my mask on, okay? Some people need to put a name to a face, because I'm sorry, if I see a poster and I don't know anything about you and you're just telling me, vote for me, I'm going to be like, who are you? So I wanted people to put a name to a face. But here's the problem with face-to-face. If I go up to somebody and I'm like, hi, I'm running for homecoming queen. Would y'all be willing to vote for me? The people could easily say, oh yeah, of course I'll vote for you. What's your name? Oh, okay. And then as soon as I walk off, I ain't voting for her. But also I was face-to-face campaigning with a QR code that led directly to the voting site. So the reason why I did that and walked around with the QR code is because some people might type in the website wrong. Some people might say they are going to do it and then forget. If I'm there right in front of people and I'm like, here it is, they're more inclined to be like, okay, let me scan it and let me vote. Y'all want to talk about technical difficulties? The last day when I was working really hard on getting those votes, the website just crashed. And I was like, what is going on? I ran all the way down to LBJ, was like, oh my gosh, it's not working. And then ran all the way back to the same people who tried to vote for me and it didn't work, and I got their votes plus more. I was like, I gotta make up for that because this is affecting my time because I have class. So yeah, I was working, okay? I was really working. So how I approached people was, hi, my name is Jada and I'm running for a homecoming queen, and I was wondering if you would be willing to vote for me. That's pretty much what I said. And I got a number of responses. Some people were really cool and some people were really cruel. Okay, this is just some of the responses I got. Sorry, I already voted. Ooh, I randomly voted and I don't remember who I voted for. I don't know any of the other candidates, so hey, you got my vote. So why do you want to be homecoming queen? And for those people, I had a whole speech prepared, okay? I really want to do my research on all the candidates first. I want to see who you're up against first, if I know anybody, you know? Hold on, let me see who you're up against. Ooh, you're up against sorority girls? Ooh, you're gonna lose, but I'll vote for you. Oh wait, I think I know that girl. I'm gonna vote later. I just need to look more. Obviously, I know I lost their votes. Honestly, girl, you got my vote. I'm voting for any person of color. I already voted and I don't remember who I voted for, but I know it was a person of color. So it might have been you. I just chose a random name. I'm sorry. Maybe I chose you though. You know, your name looks familiar. I might have chosen you. What's your name again? Ooh, I voted for my sorority leader. I am so sorry. I wish you the best of luck though, girl. Ugh, I hate sorority girls. I'm voting for you. And let me look at the candidates. Ooh, that's my sorority sister. But I hate that bitch, so I'm voting for you. Oh, I'm gonna vote for somebody else. Sorry, I plan on voting for somebody else. Those were just a number of responses that I got. So anyways, after voting was finally done and I felt like I didn't win, I was like, I'm gonna relax because I've been working so hard all week. So the day that the finalists were supposed to be announced, all day I kept on refreshing the Instagram page that it was supposed to be announced on. And then finally I saw my name. I was like, oh my gosh. And I looked to see who the girls were to put like a name to a face. And it was nothing but minorities who were finalists. I was like, we love to see it. So after the finalists were announced, we basically got an email saying, congratulations, you're a finalist. You are required to be at these events. So we were required to get our headshots done. We were required to go to the talent show rehearsal and then the actual talent show because they were going to recognize us as royalty. Fun fact, I was also a part of that talent show because I auditioned to be in the talent show. So that was pretty fun too. Y'all, hold on. I'm about to go get a light because I'm sorry, this lighting is just not it. Oh, I know this gonna bother me when I'm editing. Oh, shit. All right. This is better, right? So all the royalty finalists got their headshots taken. This was mine. I was so cute, even though my hair was a little uneven, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not gonna name drop any of the finalists, but I will say that 2 of them were sorority girls and the other chick was a part of organizations. After I finished taking my headshot, I was told that if I was to win homecoming queen, the sash was gonna be gold. So if I wanted to match my dress with it accordingly, I could, you know? I don't know if everyone was told that, but I didn't let being told that statement get to my head because I knew that if I lost, I would be hurt. So I was just like, I'm just not gonna care to match it to my dress. I just don't care. I already had my dress picked out. The dress was the picture I took the headshot in. But I did wear a different dress when I was performing in the talent show. Let me show you guys my dress. Let me show you. This is the dress I wore when I was performing in the talent show. So yeah, this is the front. It's sparkly. I don't know if you guys can tell. So the talent show rehearsal was the day that all the royalty candidates got to see each other, except for one of the queens weren't there. And the 2 other queens, everybody knew them. Like, they knew all the other candidates. And I was like, wow, I'm so irrelevant. The other 2 candidates were so sweet to me and were so genuine. It wasn't like I'm being fake. It was oh my gosh, I genuinely am a good person, and I love that. Again, one of the other queen candidates were missing. So the next day came. So I think it was right the next day. We were there again, and it was the actual day of the talent show. Basically, everybody was all dressed up, and I got to meet the other candidate. I'm trying to find a way not to sound like I'm bashing this person, but I'm also trying to find a way to keep it real at the same time. This person was actually really nice to me on the actual day I won homecoming queen, but like the first impression wasn't too good. The way this person came off, I'm just gonna say the way this person came off because I don't know this individual completely. Draw your conclusions. This person was talking to a lot of people and also knew a lot of people. This person was basically going around saying that if she didn't win, she was going to be extremely upset and probably become a Twitter meme. And I'm like, you know, I think it's kind of the elephant in the room that we would all kind of feel some type of way if we didn't win. But like at the same time, if everybody's nice, like the other 2 candidates we're all nice to each other, I think there's a line where we would just genuinely be happy for each other. You know what I mean? And I definitely wasn't going to go around saying, if I don't win, I'm going to be so upset and this and this and this and this. Like it just was not giving good vibes. So it kind of shifted the energy, and me and one of the other candidates talked, and we were like, yeah, I don't really know why this candidate just kind of came here and kind of threw off the energy. Like we're all being nice to each other. It's just kind of off. You know what I mean? Like we both were like, yeah, no, that's not what we do here. We're not doing that to each other. This is not what this is. But she wasn't at the rehearsal, so you know. But yeah, it just kind of gave off the wrong impression, I guess. But we remained nice to said person.
Go Jenner Jen!
And in first place, we have Jada J.
So fast forward to the day of the actual homecoming game. Shout out to my boyfriend for having my back like no other. I mean, homie dropped me off really close so I wouldn't even have to like walk far. He got my jewelry for me. Like he was so helpful and I was so nervous. So shout out to my boyfriend. You're amazing and I love you. And also, you guys, if y'all want to see any videos with me and my boyfriend, let me know. So basically, all the royalty met at the tailgate, and we were allowed to kind of do our thing, and we were told to meet back by a certain time. There was this one encounter that I thought was kind of a little bit shady. A lot of people were very open about how much they wanted other candidates to win. Like, it was very, woo, go this person or go this person. But this one chick who just, for some reason, it just seems like she just got a problem with me, and I don't understand. It's not one of the candidates. It's, I guess, one of the candidates' friends. This girl is just very shady, and she's like, you go, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, this girl, what is this girl's problem? But that's another story. I'm not gonna call nobody out in this video, even though I want to, but just know that I bumped you at the club on purpose. Why am I so petty? I'm so petty for that. So they lined us up in alphabetical order, and this also played a role in what made me feel like I wasn't going to win, is because they always stressed the entire week to all the finalists, just because we always put you in this particular order, it doesn't mean that that's the order of who won. It's literally by last name. Everything's done by last name. So I was like, oh, that disclaimer was made. I guess I didn't get it. I remember all I could think of was, why did I subject myself to public embarrassment? Because I'm about to lose. Like, that's literally what I was thinking. Like, why did I do this to myself? Why did I sign up for this? And I kept on saying it out loud. I was saying it to Kyle, who was one of the king candidates. And I said it to Vanessa, who's one of my really, really good friends. But Vanessa knew like a little bit before that I won, but she was playing it off good. So basically, as I was talking to the king candidate, Kyle, about like, why did I do this to myself? And he was just like, it's okay, you know, it's just an honor to make it as a finalist and everything, you know, trying to calm me down. Vanessa, who already knew who won, she was just like, it's okay, you two, just keep your head up high, walk out there, act like you won. It's okay, you made it this far. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, she even knows I'm about to lose. Like, but we ended up walking out on the field, and me and Kyle, the guy who I was ranting to, won.
Jada Adams.
Go, Jada! Yes, queen!
So that was really, really cool. When I won, literally, I was just like I stepped forward and I was just like, oh my gosh, I was so shook. And all I kept on saying was, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? I remember somebody told me, Jada, stop cussing. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, wow. I mean, I get to tell my future kids that mommy won homecoming queen. Like, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and thank you for voting for me if you voted for me. It really did mean a lot. I literally could not have gotten it without you guys, like literally. And you guys made it all worth it. So I always appreciate all the love and support I get. I appreciate seeing everybody on campus. I will never forget this. It's something I will just never forget. So thank you.
But I'll just keep on moving forward with or without you, holding all my tears back, chin up, rocking the fake smile.